When I tell you that I am fighting for my life trying to get this filmed, my camera already died, even though it was fully charged at my house. I swear, I'm not lying about that. It died as soon as I started trying to record this. So then I was like, okay, I'll do it later. And I was just gonna not even do it while I'm here. But then I was like, no, I really should just do it while I'm here. I can just use my phone. And then I started recording, and I have like clips of when I was recording, but it's just the most random clips ever. It's not the cohesive video. I stood here and like talked for like 10 minutes straight, and it's just like clips, just random 3-second clips. So I'm doing it again for the third and final time, God willing. We're really seeing how determined I am to get this one out in the world. And it's hilarious in the context of the piece because I don't really want to get it out in the world, but for some reason, I'm fighting for my life to get it out in the world. Anyway, it's been about a week since I did this piece, and since all of the footage that you will see of me doing this piece has been like bothering me all week. I've been thinking about it because I was so frustrated by how it went. I didn't like it, and I just was like frustrated with myself for fucking it up basically. And I've been thinking about that all week. And then I came in today still kind of frustrated about it, still kind of like, okay, fuck, I have to start over on that piece and I'm over it. I don't even really want to do it, but I gotta do it. And then I went and picked it up and I had an epiphany. I had the epiphany that I don't need to redo this piece because this piece is done. This piece turned out perfectly how I intended. If we look back at what I perfectly intended for it to be, I wanted to make something that was as simple as possible using a symbol. And this piece is as simple as possible using a symbol. I think you can see it on the camera. The symbol is still there. It's hideous. I don't like it. I kind of hate it. I don't want it on my wall. But if we think about the intention that I set for this piece, is it not perfectly as intended? It is. If we're really being honest, the only thing that's missing from this, really, from the original doodle, was like that top dog layer in blue. If we're being honest and holding the intention to the letter, even that would have been doing too much. Even that wouldn't have really been as simple as possible. So this is the perfectly intended version of this piece. But like I said, I don't really like it, and I don't really want it on my wall. But because of what it represents, it's going on the wall exactly where it was intended. This is the piece where we're, oh, look at these socks, by the way. Oh, wait, hang on. Look at that. What the hell is up with that? I don't know. Anyway, this is the piece we're working on today, but before we jump into it, I wanted to walk you through the origin story because I'm trying to do a better job of that. That's kind of my whole goal, documenting like the conscious process of how ideas come to pass. So I had this idea yesterday, the 21st. Look at that guy. Freaking cutie patootie. Anyway, something I've been struggling with for all of time is my tendency to do it just a little too much. I can't really do simple things that much. I feel like the constant need to do more and more. So that's where we started here. What is the simplest thing I could paint right now? I wanted to just like force myself to do something that was not completely bonkers and all-consuming because I struggle very hard with that. And I knew the only way I could get there was to like really add constraints to myself. So then I was like, okay, what if I just do a symbol? What is one single symbol that I could put on a canvas and that would be the whole painting, and like we wouldn't have to do too much. As I was setting that like limitation for myself, I already knew what the symbol would be. It's this symbol in yellow, which, oh fuck, it's not even over there anymore. But that symbol is like a recurring symbol for me. It means dog is what it's the symbol of. And then I don't know, I've kind of just been obsessed with it. I've done a lot of pieces with it. That's just the arc I'm in right now. So as soon as I said, what's one symbol? I was like, well, obviously it's gonna be that symbol. And then I had this kind of concept, because like I said, it means dog. And this is kind of like the weird little doodle that I do for my my dog. Not this dog, and not the other dog, but a previous dog who has passed away. So this is like his memorial kind of symbol, I guess. His symbol, I guess. I don't know. It's the one that I associate with him because it was kind of like I came across it when I was in the process of grieving him and making art as a means to cope with that. So that's his symbol. This is the first time I'm doing it kind of colorfully, which I think is noteworthy. So that was the idea I had. In my brain, it was going to be red background, yellow symbol painted on, and then I was going to do like graffiti style, the dog doodle on top. And that's unrelated. So there we go. We're caught up. I also put it over here. And this was kind of phase 2 of the ideation. I'm not going to take the plastic off, so just there you go. Like I said in that sketch over there, I was planning on doing this as like the base and then graffiti over the top. But when I was doing this, which this is my little like daily, it was daily for a while and then I kind of got lazy. I was doing like a little dude for each day and then I was coming to the studio to add one every day and then that quickly became not feasible. And then for whatever reason yesterday I was like, well, fuck this little dude thing. I'm kind of sick of that. And I decided I just wanted to do like idea doodles. So as I catch an idea or receive an idea, I can do a little doodle that represents it. And so as I was doing this one's doodle, the concept here came to me of using the symbol itself in place of the eyes. And then I kind of still want the ears to be drippy, if that makes sense. I still want it to be like a little bit loose and graffiti style. I don't know how good I'll be about that because I have a really hard time for some reason with like intentional looseness. Like if I know what I'm trying to paint, like if I have a set shape I'm trying to do, I struggle very hard to not just be extremely tense and rigid and then it looks like that. So that's kind of how we ended up in this abstract era, is that I'm trying to get myself a lot looser because I just, as soon as I have this idea, I'm so rigid with it that it's like stifling. That was kind of a side quest. Have I explained everything now? I'm super happy with this red too. It's delightful, it's very vibrant. But I'm gonna do one more coat of red, let that dry, then we will do the yellow symbol. I haven't picked which yellow I'm gonna do. I was planning on doing light yellow, but then I found this yellow today, and I kind of think that might be better. Like I want the colors very vibrant, but this feels a little too like bright. I think I want this. And then for the blue, I'm thinking this blue. I like this blue pretty well. I've been using it a lot, but I think that's perfect. I've been very into this kind of like color combo recently. It reminds me of like old school kids' toys. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure if you're a therapist, you could unpack that for me. Anyway, I'm going to switch cameras now and we're gonna paint that. Deuces! Let's fucking get it. Let's use the cardboard that already looks like it was involved in a homicide. So, step 1 is going to be mixing up some more red. I used up my previous bottle, so I got a new one today. Fascinating story, I know. I went to the store and bought it. The end. Okay, nice. Let's get the hairs out ahead of time. Be a little proactive this time around, huh? Nice. I am learning. Alright, now I gotta fight my way in here. Oh, that was not so bad. We are off to a beautiful start. Okay, a little bit of water. That was a lot of water, but I think we'll be okay, because I also honestly put in a lot of paint. This is making me want some freaking chicken nuggets. Because it looks like ketchup, in case you didn't understand the correlation. This is still super thin, but I think I'm just gonna accept that I made the devastating, irredeemable mistake that I did, and we'll move onward. But look at how nice that color is. It's so bright. I'm obsessed with it. Okay, let's dump these hairs off. Okay. I'm excited for this piece because this is the first piece in a while that is kind of like a set design versus the more abstract stuff. I think that I needed to do the abstract stuff, like I was just saying at the start. So let me just repeat myself. That's not annoying. I needed to have that because I had to learn how to just enjoy making art without worrying so much about the output. And I don't want to rush it. I think I might end up kind of like rushing back to this, like a more structured piece or style. But I don't think I should rush it. I think that's the next thing I'm going to have to be super mindful of, is still letting myself mostly stay abstract and not get too hung up on things. I really need to focus on being simple and not giving into that chronic like impulse basically to constantly do more and more and more, because it is mostly rooted in just the feeling that it's like inadequate. You know, sometimes it doesn't need more. Sometimes it needs to just be simple and straightforward, and that's all there is to it. I think that symbols are going to be pretty big for me, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know where else I was going to go with that thought. It just feels like a simple, like, you know, symbols are literally the simple form of communication. It's like, what's the most simple way we could communicate an idea or a concept or instructions to as many people as possible without the limitations of like us all speaking the same language or anything like that. Symbols are just simple, timeless communication, and that is epic. That is what I'm about. I've been meaning to start reading through like the symbol source book, I think is what it's called. I think if I started reading that, I would, or like reading it is kind of generous because it's just like a dictionary of symbols, but reading it, I think that would be perfect for what I am looking for. I don't know why I haven't done it. I've had a tab open on my laptop with the symbol source book open for like 8 months now, and I just never actually look at it. I already know I would like it. I already know it's like what I want to do. I just don't do it. So that's typical. Anyway, this has to dry now. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go do something else and hopefully not get hair all over this. This is what I've been doing. I've been moving them into the oven. But there's already one in the oven. Look at this piece. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I like it. Like, I like it too much to destroy it, you know? But I don't know what to do with it. It's definitely not done. And I kind of know what it needs. I'm just not prepared to give it what it needs, if that makes sense. So I think I'm just going to lean it against the wall backwards and not look at it for a while. And then one day, you know, we'll come back. It's going to go over here with the clock that I'm doing the exact same thing with. I know what I'm doing with this clock. I already have the plan, more or less. But I'm just not quite ready. So it's waiting. It's waiting. Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Stir stick. Zipe, bring stir stick. Oops. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for bringing stir stick. Good job. Good boy. Cunning. Let's do one more round with this one, okay? Then we'll make it harder. Cunning. All the way. Thank you. Bring stir stick. Zipe. Thank you. Good boy. Thank you for bringing stir stick. Very helpful. Good boy. Cunning. So, I'm going to do my best to remain calm and not fuck this up, God willing. So, the next step is the yellow symbol. I did decide I'm just going to go with the dandelion yellow. I am nervous, but it's going to be totally fine. I have drawn this symbol so many times, it's not even funny. So, I just already know that it's going to be no problem. I just have to not overthink it, basically. Oh, I forgot. I have to open this one too. Man, these are not as hard to open as I remember. I don't know if they like changed their packaging or if I've just gotten that much stronger. I love this yellow. This is a good one. I said that about the last yellow. Maybe I just love yellow. Maybe I'm just in denial and it's actually my favorite color. I don't know what I would say my favorite color is right now. I guess I'll say it's yellow. If I don't know, then I might as well just say it's yellow. That solves that problem. Okay, I'm not going to overthink it. It's going to be perfectly fine. And if it's not, I'll just paint over it and we'll start again. We don't need it to be perfect. We need it to just be what it's going to be. I kind of nailed it. Now it's just getting ugly. Ugly was dramatic. It's not ugly, but I don't like it. Now it's just very McDonald's, but I think that'll go away when I add blue. I hope it'll go away. Am I just craving McDonald's? Let's not catastrophize. I don't know. I'm kind of hating it now. Do I just paint over it? I think I'm going to double down. I don't know what that even means, but we're here, so we might as well. Let's add just the smallest amount more. Every time, man. I just cannot help myself. This is way too much now. Into it. Kind of. Now I kind of hate it again. I think the drips were too much. I'm so conflicted about this. This whole thing, honestly. I think I might just need to call it a night. Am I really gonna do this? I'm doing the exact same shit that I did not want to do, though. I'm doing way too much. This is like the opposite of what this whole thing was supposed to be about. I don't really like it. I think I'm gonna paint over it. I'm mad. Mad is a little dramatic. I don't think I'm mad, but I'm not happy with myself right now. I'll paint over it. We'll try again.